Hi, this is the Peaceful Prepper. Today I want to look at the Mountain Oven by Mountain House. And it's a flameless heating kit similar to an MRE heater, or there are several other brands that do this, that you can heat up a Mountain House meal or probably another dehydrated meal with room temperature water rather than needing to boil the water first. But in addition to that, today I've actually used these before and they work very well. I couldn't tell the difference between the Mountain House meal made with boiling water and made with this. I want to add another bag of water to see if I can heat up additional water so that you could have the Mountain House meal and a cup of tea or a cup of soup or hot chocolate, whatever you can do with hot water. It also, if this works, it also might be possible that maybe you could do two meals at the same time, although I'm not sure they'd fit in this. This is a package. They come in one container with 5 uses within the container. So inside the bag is a bag with a water bottle, 5 salt tablets, and 5 heating pads. And that's what you do to heat this up. The price I've seen all over the place on different websites, as low as $8.50 when it was on sale, and as high as I think $17. So it really makes sense to shop around. And even at the lowest prices, they're not the cheapest option to heat up food. I'm still in the process of figuring out what'll work best for me in terms of cooking in my apartment if I really need to be closed in here. And the Mountain House meal, it doesn't have an open flame, obviously, so some of the fire risk of cooking inside is removed. It does, I believe, release hydrogen, and it does consume some oxygen, so it doesn't take away any concerns of that are similar to cooking inside, but it seems to really reduce them, and I'm continuing to research that. If anyone has information about that, I would love to hear more. So let me set it up, and we'll go through the process that you would to heat up any meal and add the water and see if it works. So I've opened everything up. This is the heat activation pad, and it looks like it might be 2, but this is 1. There are 5 like this in here. And what you do is you put it at the bottom, just like that. Then they give you a bottle and you fill water to the line, which I've already done. And you put in one of the salt capsules that they have. And shake it until it dissolves. And I find that it does take a little while and quite a bit of shaking. But while that's also dissolving, let me... Oh, I didn't get the water for the eggs. I'm going to make scrambled eggs with ham. But I'm also going to fill up, and this is a boilable bag. It's not just a regular Ziploc bag. This is the Food Saver brand. I wouldn't just put a regular plastic bag in there, but this is designed to be able to be put in boiling water. And I'm putting a cup and a half of water in here that will make just the right amount of tea for me to have with my eggs. So that I'll put aside. Let me, I've opened the scrambled eggs. If you haven't used these before, you need to take out the oxygen absorber, and it's just freeze-dried food, and you put in about 2 cups of water. Each meal tells you how much. Usually you put in boiling water. I'm going to put in the right amount of water, but it'll take me a minute, so I'll turn this off, and then we'll put everything together. Alright, so the eggs require just a cup of water. Some of the entrees take 2. So you carefully pour the water in. And I just stir it around a little just to make sure it gets into the corners. close that up. This does take some shaking. I was shaking it for a while off camera, and there's just a little bit left. You can maybe hear, not so much anymore, that there's just a little hard piece of the salt tablet. So this would be the downside, because at least for me it takes several minutes of shaking to really get it to mix in well. Okay, so what you do, I have the Mountain House meal has its water in it. I have this extra bag of water. With the heat pad at the bottom of, this is the oven, I guess. You pour this water on it, the salted water, and I think I measured at one point, this is 6 ounces. So they give you this bottle with the fill line, but you certainly, if you're trying to travel lighter, you may not want to actually take the bottle. So you pour it right on the pad, and you can hear it start to kind of steam. I'm going to put both, yes, you can see it's already, so you have to be a little bit fast with this apparently, getting both in. And then you close this. I have to get them both in here. And then we're going to leave it for, I think it might be 20 minutes. Let me look at the, yes, so wait 20 minutes. So I'm just going to leave this here. It does, what's coming out, the whole, I don't know whether you can steam, yeah, I think you can see the steam, is very hot, and already this is really pretty hot to the touch. So you do want to be careful with the heat. You want to put it on something that won't be damaged by the heat. And we'll be back in 20 minutes to see how it worked. I just wanted to take, this is only 3 or 4 minutes in, but wanted to show you the amount of steam that's coming out. And I'm going to move it close to see if you can hear it too. I don't know whether you could tell, but it really sounds like something's boiling. Well, it's been 20 minutes, so let's see. It's very hot on the outside. I wouldn't do a lot. And there's steam coming up. And I grabbed a pair of tongs. I wouldn't want to just reach in there. So first I'm going to pull out the water. And certainly the bag is hot. What I did, just because I don't want to burn myself, I have my mug with my tea in it, and I'm going to use a funnel, just because I'm a little nervous about pouring this in easily. I think a funnel's and it's steaming, so it's certainly, the water was certainly heated thoroughly. Let's see how. There. Definitely hot, started releasing the tea right away. And let's see how the eggs are. Those also look cooked. Let me give them a good stir. And I'll show you all cooked. So I think that was successful, and I think it's possible that you might be able to cook 2 meals at the same time. It's all a matter of what you can fit into this, or perhaps you could find something a little larger than this, because heat-wise it seemed to have no problem at all heating up both the water and the meal. So I'm going to have breakfast, and I hope this was useful for you. Thanks a lot for watching.